Before my parents were killed, they were both definitely known in our community for their own separate niches. My mom in education, my dad in the car industry. This video is just going to be about my dad in the car industry. So the kind of person, well, first of all, he was a general manager at a car collision center. And he was the kind of person that was a team player manager. He said his pleases, his thank yous. He was definitely never the kind to be like, you are going to do this because I said so because I'm the boss. He was really much so a team player. We all have common goals. Let's do this together kind of a thing. If anybody called out for work and they're like, for example, I know several times he was filling in for somebody out in the detail tent. They washed cars and detailed outside underneath a tent, and it's always raining in Washington, so he would be out there rolling up his sleeves washing cars because that's what needed to be done. He cared very much about all of his workers, whether the secretaries and the office workers or the mechanics and body men, or he cared about everybody. He was the kind of man who he would call every night at 6 o'clock and say, hey, I'm on my way home from work. Is there anything you need me to pick up? But a lot of the times, actually, he was late coming home to dinner because he would tell us that he is taking a customer home. Like they couldn't afford to rent a car, or there weren't any more cars, whatever the situation may be, that he would personally be taking the person back to their home. That is the kind of manager that he was. He never cussed, never swore at anybody for any reason. He was the kind of manager and the kind of person that was very kind with people. People don't want to be dealing with their car needing to be fixed, so people are in a very frustrated situation. So he would just allow the customers and the workers to come in and just be yelling at him because, he was like a metaphorical punching bag for people's frustrations and anger. So he would just allow people to come into his office and he would just be yelled at. He would be sitting on phone calls at home because he never turned off his phone. He would just be receiving phone calls and people would just yell at him for 10 minutes straight, and he would just let them get out their frustrations because obviously they didn't feel heard. They needed to feel heard, and he just let them rant and complain and get out whatever they needed to get out because that's the kind of person that he was.